Bonjour, monsieur. The young ladies are at the concert, monsieur. The young ladies are at the concert, monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur.
Dear friend, last night my seductress allowed me to sit by the side of her bed for a long while and brush her hair. How happy I was. Her embrace pulls me into a dream, far away from my old upholstered world.
Amstetten, 5 minutes d'arrêt. Le train entre en gare d'Amstetten. Amstetten, 5 minutes d'arrêt. Le train
Bonjour,
entre en
monsieur.
gare d'Amstetten.
Bonjour, monsieur.
monsieur? Pardon me?
Bonjour, monsieur. Good dog, good doggy.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, c'est le conducteur.
My dear Baron, since you have asked me to put pen to paper only if absolutely necessary, it is with the utmost discretion that I write to inform you of a new development. Simply put, the agent in question, whom I shall not name, appears unable to pay the agreed upon sum. Whom I shall not name, appears.
مين هنا؟
Ah, monsieur, excuse me. These compartments belong to the gentleman in number 4.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yes? Who is it?
Sorry, these doors all look alike. My mistake.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Pardon me?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Thank you.
Such a wonderful treat. One would think you have played together all your lives.
Bonjour, madame.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Bonjour, madame. Excusez-moi.
Entschuldigung.
Herr Schmidt?
Not here. Come to my compartment. Fräulein Wolf. Wundervoll. Wunderbar.
Oh, thank you.
Will you join me in a glass of champagne?
You're kind, but I'm
Excusez-moi, madame.
tired just now. Thank you.
Excusez-moi,
Then
madame.
how about
Messieurs et
Excusez-moi,
mesdames les
monsieur.
voyageurs, le train arrivera à
Would you open
Vienne
my
dans
compartment,
1 heure.
please?
But of course,
Vienne.
mademoiselle.
Herr Schmidt?
Not here. Come to my compartment.
Pardonnez-moi.
Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs,
Herr Schmidt?
le train
Not now.
arrivera à
Wait
Vienne
There you
5
are.
minutes.
dans 1 heure.
Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. Thank you. Mr. Whitney, I was wondering if you would come. Ah, yes, yes.
Not so fast, Herr Schmidt. We're not in Belgrade yet. Bonjour, madame. I guess this means His Excellency would like to see me. You know, he really has a way of making people feel wanted. Is this how he persuaded Miss Wolfe to join him in a duet?
You talk a great deal for a man who knows so little.
Tell him I'll be there.
Conductor, would you lock my door, please?
Vienne. Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs,
Bonjour, monsieur.
Pardon me?
Sperr uns doch bitte die Tür zu, während ich weg bin.
Pardon me?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Ah, excellent. You may keep that rather heavy briefcase. With my blessings, I will choose to overlook the damage to my skylight.
Who killed Tyler?
Kahina will show you out. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Whitney. Please accept this rather heavy briefcase as a token of my gratitude. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Whitney.
As the train pulled out, we saw the American Tyler Whitney standing on the platform with a suitcase. He looked rather forlorn, like a man who had just lost something. Prince Kronos also left the train in Vienna. We saw his African secretary carrying a bundle wrapped in velvet cloth. I never saw them again.
I guess this means His Excellency would like to see me. You know, he really has a way of making people feel wanted. Is this how he persuaded Miss Wolf to join him in a duet?
You talk a great deal for a man who knows so little.
Tell him I'll be there.
Bonjour, madame, excusez-moi.
Conductor, would you lock my door, please?
I am disappointed. I would have gladly let you keep this gold. If only you had seen fit to bring me the other. It would have saved us so much time.
Maybe.
What is it you want, Mr. Whitney?
Tyler Whitney is dead. I want to know who killed him and why.
You are on your way to Jerusalem, are you not?
How did you know that?
Knowledge is more precious than gold and rarer than rubies. If knowledge is the coin in which you wish to be paid, I could tell you many things about yourself and that ring you wear, for example. But the question you ask, that question I cannot answer.
Then I'll be on my way.
Not yet. I'm afraid you owe me some slight favor for having helped yourself to my luggage. That scarf in his breast pocket, get it, please. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Kahina. I shall keep it as a souvenir until our next encounter.
Right away, monsieur. There you are, monsieur.
Thank you.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Why do people steal things?
Come in. It's good you're here. We have many plans to make.
Your plans are your business. I want to talk about Tyler. I want to know who you think killed him.
Sit down. Let's have a drink. I will tell you. When we left Paris, I feel there was something wrong with the Tyler. To me, he says nothing, but he was like a frightened man, always looking over his shoulder.
That's not like Tyler. I thought there was something wrong in his letter.
I tell you, he was afraid of something. There was a shadow on him. When I look into his eyes, they're the eyes of death.
There were marks on his face. 3 lines, like a knife.
It was none of my men. I love Tyler like he was my brother. If I find out who killed him, I will tear him apart in my own hands. Drink.
It's a little early in the day for that. I'll see you later, Milos. Why don't you come in? You'll be able to hear better.
Koje.
Jacques, sperr uns doch bitte die Tür zu, während ich weg bin.
Oh well, my French isn't what it used to be. Never was, really. Perhaps I'll just take a walk up to the smoking car.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
Danke, Jacques.
Je vous en prie.
Excusez-moi.
Miss Wolf. Mind if I join you?
Of course. Cigar? The best Havana.
No thanks.
Americans don't know how to have pleasure. How can there be a life of the spirit if the body is not fed?
How's Fräulein Wolf?
I shall dine with her this evening.
Tell me, August, how did a spiritual person like yourself end up as a munitions maker?
You would find that quite difficult to understand. Unlike you, Herr Whitney, I'm not motivated only by gold. I'm always thinking of the higher interest of my fatherland.
Where does the fatherland's interest lie in arming a band of Serbian terrorists?
Terrorists? You surprise me. I had thought you would at least keep up the pretense of sympathy with the group that is paying you.
I never said I wasn't sympathetic. I said they were terrorists. And you haven't answered my question. The last time I looked at a newspaper, Serbia was allied to Russia and France.
Your question is not a bad one. I leave it to you to find the answer.
I believe you have my key. Could I have it back, please?
That's enough guns for today. Tell me, when you killed Tyler, was that part of the job, or was that your own idea?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know you work for the Austrian secret police? Or you don't know you killed Tyler?
But I didn't kill him.
They sent you to break up Tyler's arms deal. You killed him and you stole the gold egg he was carrying.
I didn't. It wasn't me. I've never killed anyone. I swear it. I'd met Tyler Whitney once in New York. I recognized him at the station. Once we were moving, I came and knocked. The door was open, so I let myself in. And there was blood all over.
The egg!
It was sitting on the table by the window. I took it, but I didn't kill him. The first time I saw you, calling yourself Tyler Whitney, I thought you killed him.
Anna, look out!
Keine Bewegung.
Let her go.
Vienna. I have to go now.
You know what? Pirates are music.
Aren't we all? But you seem to have a special connection with her. Am I wrong? Come on, you can speak freely. We're all gentlemen here.
Gnädige Frau, eine Blume für Sie. Blumen.
Guten Tag. Nur eine gelbe Rose, bitte.
Eine schöne gelbe Rose für Sie, Fräulein.
Dankeschön.
Bitte schön.
The note is harsh. I did not necessary. These piping regions...
Extrablatt, Extrablatt. Holen Sie Ihre Nachmittagszeitung. Serbien antwortet Österreich. Extrablatt, Extrablatt. Holen Sie Ihre Nachmittagszeitung. Serbien antwortet Österreich.
Not so very far.
Premier service, le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Premier service, le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant.
Pardon me.
Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Premier service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Jacques, I've got the most awful headache. Would you tell Herr Schmidt I won't be having dinner with him tonight?
Of course, madame. Can I bring you anything?
No, I'm
Herr
just
Schmidt.
tired.
Bien, madame. I hope you can get some rest tonight.
Danke, Jacques.
I was afraid you'd gotten off in Vienna.
In Vienna? Why should I?
I don't know, but I'm glad to see you.
The journey will be over soon enough.
So, what happens to August Schmidt now?
He will find the police waiting for him in Budapest. The guns will be discovered and confiscated.
I see. A job well done. You must be very proud of yourself.
You want to talk. Is smuggling guns your idea of an honorable profession?
Is that my profession?
It's like a game to you, taking sides. Today you help the Bosnians, tomorrow the English. Do you want to know why Tyler died? I'll tell you. For 1,000 years, people have been killing each other over the Balkans. It's not about to stop for one American. Our history is a chain of blood. It reaches deep into the past. It binds us. And it has nothing to do with you. Tyler is dead. You can't bring him back. Why don't you go home before the same thing happens to you?
Tyler was my friend. Maybe that word doesn't mean much to you. To me, when a friend asks for help, and you get there too late, you don't leave it at that.
Go away, please.
Beogradu kažu da je Rusija već počela da mobiliše. Ja u to ne verujem. Biće u svim novinama. Austrija i Srbija su prekinule odnose. Kažem ti, rat je.
Excuse me.
Pardon me?
Monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Ну вот вы все развалили. А подумали вы о том, что будет возведено взамен?
Ничто не понадобится возводить взамен тирании. Как только частная собственность будет упразднена, все люди станут равными, свободными. Новое, мирное общество образуется само по себе.
И каким же образом вы планируете упразднить частную собственность?
Путем революции, разбив вдребезги эту мерзкую систему. Это единственный выход.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Зачем русскому рабочему воевать со своим немецким братом? Ведь мы же все одинаковы. Простые люди всегда проливаются в новых начатых правительств. Как овцы рядовые на бойне.
I say, I think you've got the wrong compartment.
Looks like we've both got the wrong compartment. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Себя послушали.
Если бы вы видели то, что я видел своими глазами, Татьяна, вы бы сами, взяв нож вашего деда, зарезали бы его спящего.
Я не желаю этого выслушивать. If you hate my grandfather so much, then you must also hate me.
Татьяна!
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Boss,
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Yes, who is it?
Sorry.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Они же ни в чем не виноваты.
Те, кто путешествует на Восточном экспрессе, не могут быть ни в чем не виноватыми. What do the victims matter? It's the meaning of the X that counts.
Have a good night.
Pardon me?
Koye!
It's the conductor to make your bed, madame.
Good evening. I saw you in the dining car, but I didn't want to bother you. Did you enjoy your dinner?
Dinner was satisfactory, yes.
Must be delightful to be able to dine with your family every night. That's the worst part about travelling. All those meals alone. The loneliness rather gets to you after a while.
My problem is the opposite one.
Merci, madame.
Oh, yes.
Excusez-moi de vous
Well, I
avoir
can see
dérangé.
that. Really? Interesting.
Herr Schmidt. Excuse me.
Qui est-ce?
It's the conductor to make your bed, monsieur.
Oui, entrez.
Deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car.
Bonne nuit, monsieur.
Deuxième service. Deuxième service.
It's the conductor to make your bed, monsieur. Bonne nuit, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Pardon me?
Excusez-moi, monsieur, c'est le conducteur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excuse me.
Pardon
Good
me?
night, Monsieur Whitney. Until tomorrow.
Excuse me. Monsieur, may I speak to you?
Of course, come in.
You were so kind to my grandfather. I don't know how to begin.
Is he worse?
No, it's Alexei. He has asked me to get off the train at Budapest and run away with him.
What did you say?
What do you think I said? My grandfather's ill. How can I leave him? It would be wrong, wouldn't it?
Alexei is a romantic. You know what they say. A romantic is someone who spends his life looking for a good way to die.
When I told him no, he started saying wild things. He said I'm his only connection to the world, and that if I won't go with him, his life means nothing. You don't know him. I really think he might do something crazy. He wanted to kill my grandfather with a bomb. He would have blown up the train and killed dozens of innocent people.
A bomb? What kind of bomb?
He made it himself. He's been planning it for weeks. Of course I talked him out of it. But now I'm afraid I don't know what he will do. I love him so.
I'll see what I can do.
Would you? Oh, thank you, monsieur. Thank you.